What is going on, everybody? It's Alex, come back here with another video, and today we are doing round 3 of 5 for this mock draft. Now, I actually put in, if you see here at the top of the screen, 7 rounds for this video, so if you guys ever do want me to continue going, I am now allowing you guys to where I don't have to redo an entire draft, especially given all the trades. We are continuing the trades, and more importantly than anything, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Never honestly thought I'd ever get here. You know, the first dreams of a kid are always just like, oh, I'm starting up YouTube, we'll get to 100,000 by the end of the year. And realistically, it's like you start off, you get 20 subs, you're like, oh yeah, dude, I'm going to be up at 1,000 in no time. And man, you hit that trudge and you keep going, and sometimes video series like this are the things that get you going. And you know what? I can't thank you guys enough for it. So I really do appreciate it, guys. It's awesome. You know, this all started out, of course, my hair is trying to ruin the video. It all started out as just a video, something to do during COVID, and it's blossomed into something I really love. So I thank you guys so much for that. You do really make a big impact on my day. I love talking to you guys, even if you guys are trying to spit some hate at me. I always get to learn some things, and my hair needs to learn to F off. Trying to cut down a little bit on the cussing, because trying to get monetized as well, not demonetized. So, of course, let's do it. So with the first pick, I mean, Jets, I've been going all weapons for y'all, right? Like, straight up, you guys, I mean, your offensive line's been all right? So we don't really, like, need to fully engage that. No, we could. We could definitely do that in the later rounds if we want to trade back, trade up. We'll see what we want to do. Excuse me. I think the biggest thing we should do right now is focus a little bit on the defense. Hamilkar Rashed's here. I've heard some first-round hype on him. I didn't speak that right. I didn't speak well there. I've heard some first-round hype on him, but I'm not really sold on him. I've heard that he hasn't done anything this year. Of course, let me know, because I'm not going to just listen to just one type of person's. Obviously, I'm not going to listen to one person's commentary and then completely believe it. So if you guys are Oregon State fans, please let me know. I don't really watch too much Oregon State, so I do not have a fully informed opinion on it. However, I'm going to trust TDN that they do a pretty good job here. However, I've seen him fall. So seeing him fall in the rankings means that he's not doing as well as he should be. That leaves me with Quincy Roche, but somebody who I like a lot more in Patrick Jones out of Pittsburgh. He's an absolute stud. Should not be here in the 3rd round. I'm going to be honest. There's teams that should trade up and try to get Patrick Jones, but the Jets, you guys want some extra pass rush. You want to fix that defense. I don't think y'all want to be taking, I don't think you guys want to be trading back and potentially losing a guy like Patrick Jones, a guy of his talent. Now, there's a lot of talent on the board, especially at safety. You know, we could be going Javon Holland here. We could be going Paris Ford here. There is a multitude of routes we can go. By the way, we could go both for the Jags if we wanted to. Honestly, the Jags, you guys really do need that safety help. Javon Holland can play slot corner if you ever want a slot. But more importantly, he can play strong and or free safety. He's rangy. He's definitely like a high floor player. With all these dudes who are really raw, it'd be kind of nice to have somebody who's coming into the league ready. So Javon Holland's an absolute stud. Arguably the best safety in this class? I don't think so. I think Mo Riggs a little bit better. But man, I don't think the gap's as large as people think between him and Holland versus Holland and everybody else. So, you know, I think that's like a pretty strict line right there. Holland and Mo Rig is 1 and 2. Now the Bengals, where do we go with you? We could go, I was thinking about having the Eagles trade up here because Josh Myers is on the board. However, I mean, to be 100% fair, cornerback, I don't think you guys need it. I haven't studied your guys' cap yet. That video is coming. I know you guys have asked me. A couple of you guys have asked me for a Bengals video. That video is coming. However, your cornerback core is pretty damn deep. Pretty sure you got like Mackenzie Alexander and shit last year, so I'm not 100% sure why TDN's saying that. Wide receiver, AJ Green's getting old. However, you guys have like weapons like Auden Tate, and then obviously, I mean, I'm not even going to discuss the other weapons on that team. You have a solid group. You know, Brevin Jordan's also here. You can go him as well. The question is, do you want to get some more protection for Joe, which you've gone 1 and 2 with that, or do you want to get some weapons for Joe? And I don't think Joe's been bereft of weapons. You drafted a tight end in the 2nd round last year. Literally, what? I believe it was last year. Correct me if Drew Sample was not last year. However, it is true, Brevin Jordan is a really good weapon, and Josh Myers is a really talented guy. So it's a toss-up here. but I can't go 3 linemen straight as much as you guys might want me to. Brevin Jordan is on the board, and it is kind of ludicrous to let him fall to the 3rd round. We're not going to be doing any more trades at this spot right here. Brevin Jordan's going to be taken. Now, the Cowboys might want to trade, all right? There's guys like Josh Myers on the board. So, you can look at a guy like, I'm bugging on this dude's name. Yes, take a shot. I mean, I know one of my subs likes to always say, every time I say I'm bugging, to take a shot. So you guys can do whatever the hell you want. But looking for teams that need centers. If Washington football team does not want to re-sign Rouillet, because I think he's on a $3 million contract right now and he's supposed to get over 9, that's an option, right? That's an option. I mean, obviously the Eagles would love to trade up here, but that's not really realistic, right? But a team like the Texans could definitely use some offensive line help, right? I mean, if we're going to be honest, they need all the help they can get. And if we're the Cowboys, where do we go here? An edge? Some interior dudes? Again, I don't think we need a tackle right now. That's an extra need down the line. There's so many good tackles here too. So there's plenty of good guys. However, I think that a team like the Texans could really step up here and select a guy like Josh Myers. I think that's gonna be the best pick for him. We're gonna be going. It's AFC, right? I'm totally there. Where are they at? Yeah. Oh, and of course the computer fan goes on, guys. If you guys watched the last video, you guys already know. I'm trying my best here. Finals just ended today, so it actually went pretty well. We're gonna be going always for very likely, just because we don't want to screw the system. And guys, for you guys saying, "Oh, dude, the picks, are you serious?" This is a mathematical model, like an in-depth mathematical model to determine the value of each pick. So don't go against me. That's TDN's fault. But Josh Myers is going to be the pick here. Definitely. I mean, you need all the help you can get. Cowboys, you're moving back a couple spots and getting an extra 6th. That's going to help you get maybe another corner down the line, maybe another rotational safety. I know you guys love this Woods guy, but I mean, you can never complain about that. So, it is what it is. Now the Bills, we can definitely get a linebacker here, and it would be kind of fun to get Chad Surratt on this team. Pete Werner as well. I've heard some very good things about him from one of our subs, and he's been pretty damn consistent. Pete Werner is definitely up there. Cameron McGrone can get destroyed in the run game, and in a division where now you're gonna have Travis Etienne, and then you're also gonna have Javonte Williams. That's going to be an interesting one. So, yeah, the whole entire division's like regaining weaponry. And then Damian Harris, I think that you got to go with a true speedster in Chad Surratt, who can actually play the run, play the pass very well, former quarterback, and he's going to fit in really well. Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds have been doing a pretty good job, but Tremaine Edmonds has had a pretty bad year this year. And Chad Surratt's a really high floor guy. He has a very good IQ, very fun with the blitzes, so I like him a lot. Now, Panthers, we can go a multitude of routes for you guys. We could be going the Israel Mukuwamu route, but again, you guys do run primarily zone coverage, so I'm not going to be pulling that route. Elijah Molden could be a fun pick for you guys. You never know. I'm just not vibing with any of these picks right now. All right, straight up, I'm not vibing with a cornerback pick right now, even though you do need it. I think that you guys should be getting a better left tackle with all these dudes on the board. Teven Jenkins is a monster. Spencer Brown's great. Walker Little's awesome. There's a selection of 4 tackles here who could all be amazing. Daniel Faalele, highest ceiling, but also probably the lowest floor out of all these dudes. Besides, I think Spencer Brown is a lower floor. But Teven Jenkins is going to be the pick here. Oklahoma State, you see how they throw the ball. You see how they run the ball. They have amazing rushing attacks because their line is really damn good. So we're going to be going Teven Jenkins here. Really high floor type of dude. And again, has work in these schemes that are very NFL-like now. And I think that's going to really work with a guy like Zach Wilson eventually taking over. Man, that's going to be really fun. We could also go Brady Christensen later on just to add an extra tackle if you guys don't want to re-sign Moten. I think Teven Jenkins has a better chance of starting in the NFL than a guy like Brady Christensen who hasn't faced that good a talent, right? So maybe next draft, if you guys like that, we could always trade back or go for another pick for Brady Christensen. But for now, Teven Jenkins, get your actual secured left tackle spot filled and be able to re-sign Taylor Moten. Now the Falcons, where do we go with you guys, right? Do we look at some line help? Don't think you need it. You could definitely look at a safety, though. I know your safety. I think DeMonte Casey is also on contract here. This is an interesting spot for a Richard LeCounte to stay in Georgia. I think it's an amazing fit. Honestly, to be straight up, he's a ball hawk. He's really fun to watch. Andre Cisco could be another good option here, but I think Richard LeCounte fits perfectly on the Falcons. I think he fits to what they want, and he just has some authority to him. He's definitely a high-end safety, definitely a good floor. Maybe not my favorite dude in the draft, but I think NFL teams like him more than I do. And because of that, we're going to be going with him. Richard LeCounte's going to be a solid dude there. I think that there's no reason to trade back when there's some good talent on the board. And the Cowboys, where do we go with you guys? We can get some pass rush here. I mean, Hamilkar Rashed, I'm not going to be getting him yet, but we could be going for a guy like Quincy Roche. We could be going for some interior presence like Tyler Shelvin. There's definitely options here for us to go to, and I don't think this is a good trade back spot. We're going to be going Quincy Roche, though. He's been playing a really high level since Temple, and today came into Miami. It's just like he's in Miami right now and playing pretty damn well. So I think I like him a lot. Putting him next to Jalen Phillips is a great option. So putting him next to Lawrence is going to be an amazing option as well. Now, all right, Eagles. We're going to be getting you guys since we can't get you guys an interior offensive alignment, we're going to be getting you your Andre Cisco. So don't worry, you guys finally get some rangy safety help in there. Definitely high floor, high ceiling type of guy. Andre Cisco is a really good talent. I like him more than Richard LeCounte. If you want to, switch these. But I think Richard LeCounte fits better on the Falcons. I think he's more of a DeMonte Casey type. I haven't really come up with a comp yet for Andre Cisco, but trust me, in the offseason, when we have plenty of time, and I'm not going to be doing mock drafts as often because, you guys don't want to be seeing the same thing over and over again. I don't either. But Andre Cisco is definitely going to be having, we're going to be doing player comps and all that garbo. So we'll see. Giants, where do we go with you? You guys could have used a guy like Chad Surratt, right? Cameron McGrone's still on the board, which is a pretty good value. However, I think there's so many guys with like tackle on the board. There are teams like the Vikings, like the Broncos. I mean, I don't think the Broncos are going to get rid of a dude, rid of Garrett Bowles, but honestly, people say Jawan James has injury problems as well. However, I don't think that's going to be the pick. A guy like a team like the Vikings, if they want to keep Ezra Cleveland at guard, because he's been playing pretty well, you have Ezra Cleveland and Wyatt Davis at guard. That's a really solid combo. Honestly, when there's high floor dudes like high ceiling dudes like Daniel Faalele here, and you're a running team, this could be a spot for a trade up. So I don't really see the Giants having really any value here besides Cameron McGrone. And is there a team that needs a linebacker? I guess you could say the Washington football team. But again, I don't really know. We'll see what happens when we get there, right? So the Giants, we are going to be trading with y'all. And of course, we have the Vikings. So you guys already know the drill. We're going to be selecting our third round pick here. We could offer this one, but that's kind of like a thing saying like, yo, we don't really give a crap about you guys. We're just going to give you like our worst third round pick. Not really a vibe. So we're going to be trading up with this pick right here. The Vikings are going to be selecting a high floor dude. Actually, you know what? Screw Daniel Faalele because of the fact that Walker Little's been good for so long. He's just, you can't let go of Walker Little at this stage. It's a freaking third round. So let's rock Walker Little there. I think he honestly fits a little bit better too. Reminds me a lot of Ezra Cleveland, if we're going to be honest. But, man, like you saw how Bryce Love was able to play in Stanford. Stanford knows how to groom some really good run blockers. And then in the past game, Walker Little's pretty damn good too. So I'm not going to shame it at all. Walker Little should have been a first-round prospect, but obviously not everything works out. And, of course, unfortunately, that leaves Cameron McGrone to the Vikings. To the Lions. Like, the Lions are here sitting like, oh, well, Cameron McGrone's a guy here, and we're probably going to lose Jared Davis. So, Giants, you do lose a linebacker, but I'm not really, sold that you lost a really good linebacker here. Cameron McGrone's a really talented prospect. He has a super high ceiling, which a team like the Lions, who are either going to be in win now mode, which I don't think you guys are going to be able to win, no offense, or else you guys should be in rebuild mode. Cameron McGrone's the type of guy you could take a shot on who has a really high ceiling. His ceiling's Devin Bush, right? Ceiling's Devin Bush, but his floor is pretty low, given the fact that he's not the best in the run game. So we'll see how that goes. Honestly, I think that over the past 2 games, he's played as well as Nick Bolton has. So, again, we'll see what happens. Now, Washington football team, you guys need a safety. We're not allowing you guys to get past this spot. We're either going to... Bubba Bolden is that same slot. He's the same thing as Javon Holland, in my opinion. Same exact thing, just worse. Paris Ford, you don't need that. You have Landon Collins. It says he's a free safety on your roster. That's some BS. He's a box safety. But somebody who's really good, who I love to death, who's going to fit great as a rangy safety is Colby Harvey-Peel. I don't know why. I have a hard on for this dude. You guys can comment about that all you want. We're going to be rocking Colby Harvey-Peel here all day long. Now, Broncos, we could get you some interior presence. Straight up, we can look at who's available, but I mean, Tyler Shelvin's a steal at this point. Is there any team that could use edge? I mean, of course, we could use edge, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Can we use a tackle? Depends on your situation, of course, with your own tackle, Garrett Bowles. But Tyler Shelvin's definitely going to be the pick here. It's the value. I know that you drafted a guy from Ohio State a year or two ago in the 4th round, but I mean, man, Tyler Shelvin is unbelievable. I mean, to get him in the 3rd round, I'm kind of surprised that I allowed him to fall this far. It's just some of these guys like Walker Little, you don't realize it. You pick the right pick for the teams, and it's like, oh shoot, he gone. So it is what it is. But Giants now, where do we go with you guys? Now there's a guy, Nico Collins, who could be a steal at this point. Straight up steal. He could be a fun guy. Let's check out his measurables though. He's a 6'4" dude. This is exactly what Daniel Jones needs. He has a short, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Evan Ingram's a pretty short dude. He's like 6'1" or something. And then, of course, Darius Slayton, if I'm not mistaken, might also be 6'1". Please correct me on this, of course. However, you don't really have that big dude to throw it up to. Nico Collins could actually give you some versatility. I've been complaining about how it's a very homogenous wide receiver core. For you guys who didn't go through a college prep high school, homogenous means the exact same. It's literally without pieces in it. It's one whole mixture. So Nico Collins is going to add some versatility to that, add some differences in that core, and basically make it where defenses have to scheme against multiple different dudes. It's like, oh, well, we don't have to worry about getting burnt deep because they have just a bunch of route runners. Well, shoot, now we have to watch out for the big jump ball. So it just changes up the dynamic a little bit. Help out Danny Jones as much as possible. And the Bears, where do we go with you? We could honestly look at a trade down here if we want to. Deonte Brown would be a solid dude to stick in. God, I need to stop saying that. He would be a good guy to put into this offensive line. Daniel Falele, if we want to take a shot on another tackle, maybe kick him into guard as he develops his technique. That could be kind of fun. But we're going to be going Deonte Brown here. I've heard him in the first part of the season. I saw mocks with him in the first. So he has that potential. And Alabama, they do a really good job grooming these guys into being all-star linemen. They're great in high school. They go to college. They sit for a little bit and learn from the better guards that go off into the NFL, and then they become them themselves. I think it's just going to be a solid option, especially with the Raiders trying to loom down and try to steal some dudes. A tackle's not an issue here, but man, there's 2 good guys on the board. And I'm looking at teams, the Dolphins ain't looking for anybody, but there's definitely should be some teams looking for a tackle here. And the Rams are going to trade up, man. I did this, I'm pretty sure I did this, hold up, pause a second, pause. I'm pretty sure I did this already. I'm having PTSD, y'all. I want to make sure, I caught myself. All right, Dylan Radunsfeld. I was like, wait a second, pause. I'm pretty sure the Rams could still go with the tackle here. However, we're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be... We caught ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We caught ourselves. But a team that could use a tackle, is there any team? I'm pretty sure with all the 5th-round picks that the Chiefs have, getting a replacement for Mitchell Schwartz wouldn't be a bad idea, right? Let's check out to make sure I don't slip up again. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I'm pretty sure we got Elijah Vera Tucker for them. Yeah, so we're going to be straight up trading up big time. With who's picking right now? We're picking with the Raiders. Interdivisional. Damn, man. So unfortunately, there's nobody who we're going to be able to trade down with right now. However, free safety is an issue. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Free safety is an issue. And a guy who transitions to a free safety because of his stiff hips? Israel Mukuamu. That would be an interesting dude to have here. So if you guys want to do that, or you guys love it when I just totally go off track here, Pittsburgh might be moving up to select Israel Mukuamu. And that's exactly what's going to happen. With the aging Joe Hayden taking on just complete injury after injury, the Steelers are deciding to move up with their... Please don't say I have to give up a damn 4th. We're not giving up a 4th, ladies and gentlemen. We're trading a 6th this year and then a 6th, screw it, and a 4th next year. Straight up, we're doing that. We're sending it. We can do next year picks. I just don't want to be too cheesy with it. But again, I mean, it is realistic. When you package multiple picks, that's what's going to happen. The Steelers move up and select Israel Mukuamu. Yeah, we could use some edge help just because I'm not 100% sold on our boy there, Alex Highsmith. However, we need some secondary help with how Joe Hayden's been aging. So getting Israel Mukuamu in there is a pretty good start. And again, he could go to strong safety if you guys want him to. I mean, I think, honestly, you can find a role for him. The Steelers will always find a role for a 6'4", lanky corner. That would be just a very high ceiling type of dude. Now, the Vikes. Vikes, where do we go with you? You guys need a strong safety like it's nobody's business. We're going with Paris Ford here. No reason to shame it. You guys need a strong safety. Pairing him up with the big-hitting Harrison Smith. Whoo, man, that's a good pairing right there. And the Broncos, we could go strong safety with you guys as well. I'm pretty sure Kareem Jackson's on his last year of this contract, and he's getting old. Bubba Bolden wouldn't be a bad fit there. So let me know what you guys would do in this spot. Hamza Nasir al-Din's he's a strong safety that could fit really well. Honestly, no fly zone, baby. I don't care if you guys want me to go get an edge or anything, because we could go Hamilkar Rashed here. I don't really vibe with him too much, but I think Hamza, 6'4" safety. We're going 6'4", pretty much safety 3 times in a row here. That's going to be a great pick. Of course, Israel could play corner. He's okay. He's only getting 3 targets a game. And with J.C. Horn on the other side, that's something to be pretty damn proud of. And I've been doing this for a little while, but I'm pretty sure we might want to be going Chuba Hubbard here. Is there any team that really could nab a running back? I don't see it besides the Rams. So let's look at the picks that are available. Daniel Faalele is here. And if we're going to be honest, George Fant is not in the long-term game. I'm going to be honest. You guys might like him. I don't. I'm not a huge fan. So we are going to be trading up with the Jets in order to snag, because also the Cardinals are going to be looking to move back with all these picks. And we're going to be actually requesting a 7th round in return next year. We're going to be actually getting a 6th round return next year. So we're setting a 3 and a 6 as the Jets for the 3 as well as a 6 next year. I don't know why I was bugging on that. But we do need either some cornerback help, which Kerry Vincent Jr. is not going to be our guy. Brian Poole's a G. But we need to get, Daniel Faalele, worst case scenario, he doesn't work, right? This is a mid-3rd round pick. You trade up to get him. 6'8", 400 pounds. Dude has unlimited potential. Could be a 1st round type of dude. You don't know how the NFL is going to love this guy. Got to do some more tape watch on him, but it is what it is, man. This is where Hamilkar Rashed goes. Dude, it's amazing value. I'm going to let TDN speak. It's amazing value for what they say. That's all I can say. So Hamilkar Rashed's going to be a G here. Sage Surratt would be a fun guy if they didn't have Mike Evans, because I think Sage could be a pretty damn good version of that. I think that maybe they could be getting a guard. This team is just full of dudes that they don't need to replace. It's just a stacked roster, man. And let's check out who the Buccaneers got before, because of course it's been 2 days. Because Aiden Hutchinson's a dude. He's one dude. I'm gonna be honest. That's a monster right there. I don't know where to go with this, guys. Straight up, don't know where to go. So thinking of teams that might need a safety, we could see the Raiders moving back up here to select Richie Grant. And honestly, with a team like the Titans, who Kenny Vaccaro's getting older, as well as even the Colts, they're going to be going for a strong safety, but you never know what their plans are, of course. So we're going to be honestly moving up, and Browns too. Raiders, you're moving back up, man. You traded back down, accumulated some picks, you're moving back up. Where are the Buccaneers? We're going pick crazy here, because honestly, when you don't know what to do, you send a pick their way. So we're going to be sending the 6 that we just got in order to... We're technically moving down the entire time, but that's okay. Getting a guy like Richie Grant to replace LaMarcus Joyner is going to be amazing. He's a ball hawk. He does everything well on the stat sheet. It's just the question of whether he actually has it in here, which is okay. It's perfectly fine. And of course, there's a great tackle here for the Colts after we took one in round 1, but you kind of need to do that when you have the best offensive line in the country. But Sage Surratt, do you have a hulking big target that's, not 200 pounds like Michael Pittman? I don't think you do. Let's think about it. You have T.Y. Hilton, Paris Campbell. You could go for a slot wide receiver there if you guys want to really go for a slot. But Sage Surratt could be your big, aggressive, mean dude. When you have a guy like Jacob Eason who should be taking over, hence why I didn't take a quarterback. That wouldn't be a bad idea. We could, of course, go on that interior of the defensive line with Haskell Garrett here. So let me know what you guys would do here. However, Sage Surratt, I mean, he's just an animal. He's just a straight-up animal. Why not get him? And then you're stealing him from the interdivisional Titans, guys. Remember that as well. Teams like to make sure other teams in your division don't get him. They just protected themselves against having to play against Sage Surratt. That being said, do we go slot corner here? No, I don't think that's a real need. I mean, you could. We don't know how, of course, the Desmond King issue is going to be played out. However, Seth Williams is here, and if you're going to release Corey Davis because you don't have that much cap, and he's going to be commanding a lot more money, you're going to want your big Corey Davis again. Seth Williams deserves this pick. He may not look like it on TDN's predictive board. He sure as hell looks at it like it on the field. So I'm going to be rocking that all day long. Leaving now the Cards to be able to take Chuba Hubbard. They don't need to continue trading down here. Chuba Hubbard fits their system so well. He's a zone running back. And on a year that Kenyon Drake ain't looking too good, Chuba is just going to fit that like a glove. I love it to death. Chuba, I mean, it's great value. He should have been the second running back off the board at the beginning of this year. Now he's going to be like the 12th. I'm pretty sure he's only the 4th, but still, that's a big fall from being like early mid-second round all the way falling to like mid to late 3rd. That's a big drop. Now, one of my subs that loves Pete Werner is going to be excited about this, and the Rams need some linebacker help, man. We could take some edge help, but man, we need the linebacker help like none other. Pete Werner is a stud out of Ohio State. He's been very consistent. It's an Ohio State linebacker. Do I have to explain anything else? No, he's just a beast. And this is a perfect spot for Kerry Vincent Jr. Get the LSU boys in there. This is probably just going to be LSU 2.0 with like Greedy Williams and all these dudes there. Of course, I mean, we don't need to mention Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr., as well as Grant Delpit. We're just recreating LSU's scary defensive backfield, but you know, it is what it is, man. It's a immediate chemistry, and with a team that's built to win, that's a good start. It's a really good start. Leaving Spencer Brown to just fall straight up to the Bills. That's going to be an amazing pick there. And Packers, where do we go with you guys? We already got some help on that interior. Pretty sure we did get one of the wide receivers. It would have been nice to be able to get, pause. He's not rated highly, but he deserves to be. Tylan Wallace on the Packers, the Cheeseheads. I'm doing it. You pass up an Amon-Ra for a guy who I think arguably could be better in Tylan Wallace. He's just an absolute stud out of Oklahoma State. He's dangerous. Ask any person who watches OK State. He's dangerous. He's electric. He's exciting. He's Tylan Wallace, and he is now a Packer, which is disgusting. I hate it. You have your underneath game with Kadarius. Do we get Kadarius Toney or we got Rondale Moore? Man, I'm going to make sure we got Rondale Moore here. Man, you have Rondale Moore and Tylan Wallace, as well as Devontae Adams and Allen Lazard. Damn, that's good. That's really good. And honestly, we're probably just going to go best player available. We don't need a safety here. We can go another edge player if we want to, but let's just get some extra linemen, because if you want Brady to survive, one lineman goes down, you're screwed. Zion Johnson's an absolute monster. Boss, you guys can take a shot every time I say absolute monster as well. It's just, if you guys want to have fun and probably like my videos even more, go for that. But Zion Johnson's going to be a guy who can run block very well as well. I mean, it's BC. They got A.J. Dillon to almost have 2,000 yards, for Christ's sakes. If you can do that, you can do anything. So Zion Johnson's going to be a great guard in the league. I mean, if you guys want to go for a center, go for Lindstrom here. Lindstrom's going to be a guy who can profile as both a guard and a center, but I think Zion Johnson's a little bit better. Now, of course, I'm not 100% certain about that. I'm going to trust TDN's draft board on this one, but off-season, that's when I get to have more time to just watch what I've already watched, get a little bit more particular with it. You know the deal. Now, the Browns, we can look at Haskell Garrett here, getting an Ohio State interior. Man, I don't like that Joe Tryon is falling, because I love Joe Tryon, but Haskell Garrett is going to be the pick here. He's going to be able to be lights out. He's going to be able to learn from literally, did I say Haskell Jarrett? Haskell Garrett. I don't know why I keep saying Jarrett, but Haskell Garrett from Myles Garrett being able to learn how to use his power, his weight to his advantage. And then as well as Sheldon Richardson, he might not be there next year, but it's probably why they have a need at interior defensive line. I mean, you're just stacking up the best defensive line in the country. It's absolutely awesome. And Chiefs, you do need a linebacker. Merlin Robertson, let's just check out his measurables really quick. 6'3", 250. It says a 3-down linebacker here. I'm going to trust it. I'm going to be honest. I don't know too much about Merlin Robertson, but I'm going to trust it. And defense is a big need. We're either going to be going tackle, which there ain't one in here, or else we're going to be going Merlin Robertson. And it's an athletic, rangy linebacker, right? Definitely somebody to take a shot on. And somebody probably with a high floor. If they say he's a 3-down linebacker, that means he can play the run and he can play the pass. That's a very, very good thing. Now, interior defensive line-wise, I love Washington D linemen, man. I love Washington D line, but there's no wide receivers that we've taken. I think that, Elijah Moore, we got to think about it this way. We don't want to get another Jacoby Myers, right? And I'm pretty sure Damiere Byrd's gone as of this year. I'm pretty sure Elijah Moore, it doesn't matter who's in the slot. I don't think they're as good as Elijah Moore, man. Or we could just go Anthony Schwartz, who's a dangerous weapon out of Auburn. That could be kind of fun. I think we're going to do that. Anthony Schwartz out of Auburn. Get the Auburn to Auburn connection there. Of course, with Mac Jones going in, it's not going to be Auburn to Auburn. But under the condition that you franchise Cam one more time or be able to get him for one more year, Anthony Schwartz is going to be a more dynamic weapon than Elijah, who is exclusively a slot wide receiver. Now, Chargers, where do we go with you guys? Can we go linebacker? Maybe. Can we go D-line? Maybe. Where do we go with you? Okay, guys, so quick little break right there. Got a little phone call. Love that. But thinking about where I left off last time, we did get our tackle replacement, I believe, in Rashawn Slater. And then we also, let's check those picks, because I want to get these Chargers picks right, all right? Oh, we got our center. I remember that. We got Landon Dickerson. I remember I just passed him. As well as Jalen Mayfield. Wow, that's actually a pretty damn good pick. I'm not going to lie. I like that pick. So we got Jalen Mayfield as well as Landon Dickerson. So that leaves still one guard spot to go because, of course, Landon Dickerson, Mike Pouncey's going to be coming back. He ain't going to last. I'm going to be honest. He ain't going to last. He's had injuries. He's also on contract year. It's expensive. Sometimes you just gotta go with something that's new. Landon Dickerson's going to be a monster. But to me, either you go Joe Tryon here or else you go Alec Lindstrom, who's already a center. So, man, I hate this. I hate giving the Chargers such a great draft. You guys might not agree with it, but Joe Tryon has an unlimited ceiling, and allowing him to learn from the Bear himself, Joey Bosa, I selfishly want him to go to the Steelers. Very similar profile to Alex Highsmith, in my opinion. Athletic, really bursty type of dude with a very high potential, but kind of a lower floor. Joe Tryon's the type of dude where you're gonna wanna watch him. He's fun. He's fun. He's in these Rising Stars type of videos. He's like Xavier Thomas. If Xavier Thomas did exactly what he did last year. Xavier Thomas has been butt cheeks this year, but Joe Tryon is like the third round version of Xavier Thomas. He's amazing. He's so fun to watch. Now, why do I bug on the freaking Saints names? Saints, we already got you linebacker. Pretty sure I got you guys the kid out of Tulsa, Javon Collins, as well as Kadarius Toney. So we built up that defense a little bit. We built up the offense a little bit. Let's check out the corners a little bit. I know that you guys could. Ooh, that's a good pick. Let me know what your slot corner situation's like right now, because I might be bugging on it, but Elijah Molden's a little too good to give up. To me, second round grade. No spot to trade back here, man. Elijah Molden is a stud, and I love doing this for the Cowboys. Levi, good. Alim McNeill has a 95 PFF grade. He plays every play to his highest ability, and he is fun to watch. He's electric, man. He's a 3-down true interior defensive lineman. He's going to help out that defense a lot. Alim McNeill, I always want to take him here. It's just a great fit. As a guy who lives in Dallas, I'd like to watch Alim McNeill. Now, Rams, where do we go with y'all? That would have been fun to get Joe Tryon, right? Would have been fun. Kind of sad that you didn't get to do that. Vector could be a fun spot to go to, but we do need a line like it's nobody's business. So I think that regardless of how good our offensive line is, a guy like Alec Lindstrom, who can play guard, but he is a true center, could definitely fit. I think it's going to be the perfect spot for him to go. Sue me. I love line. You guys know this. If you guys watched my predictions videos, I gave the Rams a 2-14 record because I thought their line was butt cheeks. And it was. They came back and actually played a lot better this year. So it's all about the line, man. All about the line. Losing your star left tackle, one of the best left tackles in the league, that hurts. We replaced that. Now you got to fix up that interior because, of course, I don't think everybody, like we saw what happened when you lose Roger Saffold. Even if Alec Lindstrom doesn't play, A, either someone's going to get injured, or B, you guys are going to at least get to save some money by putting him in over having to repay somebody, right? Alec Lindstrom's a really high floor type of dude. Somebody I like to put on my roster any day. Now, Titans, where do we go with y'all? Straight up, we could say like Elijah Moore here. I love Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore is my, like, if you guys want to see my non-fully updated way too early board, look at that. Just, so good. It all depends on what you guys want to resign, right? You have a lot of things that you might have, a lot of dudes you have to resign this year. And I don't think you have the money to do it. Hence why I got you a monster in Seth Williams right there, right? So there's definitely been some addition, subtraction that we've been taking, but I don't think corner is going to be something that you guys can really focus on. Like, be able to re-sign in Desmond King. And Desmond King plays more of a slot role. Not really, I'm not going to be completely sold on that. I mean, if you guys want, we could be going Roger McCreary here. It doesn't matter who the hell you have on the other side. Again, apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I have some very, very vocal Titans fans here, which I love. I'm pretty sure that I'm bugging on his name. Kid out of USC that you have at corner. I don't know why I'm messing up on his name. I know it every other time I talk about him. But your true boundary corner that you drafted in the first round, I'm pretty sure he's injury prone, as well as he's coming up on contract. And again, guys don't have that much money. You just paid 2 huge contracts. So let me know what you guys would think about a pick like Roger McCreary here. Even Tyreek Johnson, I want to check out if he's a slot, because if he is, he's not a slot. No way. I mean, right now, Sean Wade was playing slot. But we could, of course, just check it out right now. Might as well, right? It doesn't say he's a slot in here, so I'm going to assume he's a boundary corner, and why not, right? We could always go that route. Rodarius Williams is one of the best corners in the country. And honestly, regardless of where he plays, he is a boundary corner. I'm 90% sure of it. But, honestly, he wouldn't be too bad to place Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson. You guys are commenting it right now. You guys are going to be like, oh, wait, never mind. It's Adoree Jackson. Knew it. You guys, of course, could get interior offensive lineman because Robert Saffold's not going to last forever. But if we're going to be honest here, getting a guy like Rodarius Williams to replace Adoree Jackson is going to be a great addition. I like Rodarius Williams a lot. That's going to be round 3, man. We could have traded back there, just had a little bit of fun. Maybe getting Bubba Bolden taken by a team, but realistically, I couldn't see any team moving up for any of these dudes. Straight up, it's not going to happen. So thank you guys so much for watching. We are making round 4 tomorrow. I'm finally done with finals, so my brain's been scrambled. So take it easy on me, y'all. Take it easy. I had back-to-back 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. finals. It's just horrible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for 1,000. I'm going to make 1,000 videos soon, just walking through what it's like to actually run a YouTube channel and stuff like that. Just so I can bring some more of you guys in. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the far side. Peace.